You know, we think of our world as this mapped, understood place. But what if I told you there are spots on the globe that just don't make sense? Today, we are looking at the architecture of the truly unexplained. Real places with stories that feel like they were ripped from a sci-fi novel.
So get this. What if there was a beautiful old bridge where for some reason dogs feel an uncontrollable urge to leap off the edge, many to their deaths? Or how about an entire island, one that's been on maps for over 400 years, but then, poof, it vanishes right when people realize it's sitting on top of billions of dollars worth of oil. And for our last one, just imagine a whole resort town, a bustling community that gets swallowed by a lake for a quarter of a century and then rises from the water like a ghost. Now the crazy part is, these aren't just campfire stories, they're real. You can find them on a map, well, most of them anyway, and we're about to dive into what makes them so strange. All right, first stop, Scotland. We're at the Overton Bridge. It looks idyllic, right? A classic 19th century stone bridge. But something very, very wrong has been happening here for a long time. Okay, so here's where it gets truly bizarre. Since the 1950s, we're talking hundreds of dogs have just leaped off this thing, but it's the pattern that's chilling. It's almost always from the same side of the bridge and from the exact same spot between two parapets. That kind of consistency, that's not just a coincidence. So of course, you've got theories. The local legends say the bridge is haunted, that it's a thin place between our world and the next. Then you have the scientific explanation, which suggests the powerful scent of mink in the ravine below sends dogs into such a frenzy that they just jump.
But see, that's where the scientific theory starts to fall apart for me. If it was just a smell, wouldn't the dogs be jumping from all over the bridge? Why that one single spot time and time again? It's that precision that makes your skin crawl and keeps this mystery wide open.
And maybe the most unsettling detail of all, there are stories, actual documented cases, of dogs who survive that 50-foot drop, only to get back up, return to the bridge, and try to jump again. Now that doesn't sound like just animal instinct anymore, does it? Okay, let's leave that unsettling bridge behind and head to our next location. Except, well, this location is missing. We're going to the Gulf of Mexico, looking for an island called Bermeja that simply isn't there. So for centuries, Bermeja was real, at least on paper. It showed up on old Spanish naval charts, explorers' logs, everyone agreed it existed. But then, in the late 20th century, when oil companies needed to know its exact location for treaty negotiations, they sent out survey ships and found nothing. Just miles of empty ocean where an island was supposed to be.
So 3 possibilities, right? 1, it just sank. Happens all the time with erosion and sea level changes. 2, it was a ghost all along, just a mapping error that got copied for centuries, totally plausible. But then there's theory number 3, the one that gives you pause, that someone or some group got rid of it on purpose.
And why on earth would anyone do that? Simple, money. The existence of Bermeja would have redrawn the maritime boundaries in the Gulf, giving Mexico claim to a huge oil-rich donut of seafloor. We're not talking about a little money here, we're talking about billions. And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? A tiny, insignificant island suddenly disappears from the map at the exact moment it becomes one of the most geopolitically valuable pieces of real estate on the planet. As one person put it, that's not just a mystery anymore, that's a motive. From something that isn't there to something that absolutely is, but makes no sense at all. For this one, we're going deep into the Brazilian Amazon to find a massive modern highway viaduct that literally starts nowhere and goes nowhere. Now, this one's less of a supernatural mystery and more of a human one. Back in the 70s, Brazil had this grand vision for a massive highway cutting through the jungle. But then the economy tanked and the money just vanished overnight. The crews literally dropped their tools, walked away, and left this giant piece of concrete to rot. Now it's just this surreal ruin being swallowed whole by the jungle. It's like something out of a post-apocalyptic movie. We know why it's there, but that doesn't make it any less weird to see this ghost of progress, a monument to how quickly our biggest dreams can fail.
From a concrete ghost in the jungle, we head to an entire town that became a ghost under the water and then came back. Our final story takes us to the eerie, salt-encrusted ruins of Villa Ipacoan in Argentina.
See, Villa Ipacoan used to be a bustling resort town, right on the edge of a mineral-rich lake.
But in 1985, a retaining wall gave way, and the super salty water just slowly, unstoppably crept in and swallowed the entire town. For 25 years, it was gone, a modern-day Atlantis. Then the climate changed, and the water started to pull back.
And what it revealed, it's just unreal. Everything is bleached bone white from the salt. The trees look like skeletons. Buildings are crumbling husks. You see old cars and furniture just fused together by these thick salt crystals. It is genuinely one of the most apocalyptic-looking places on Earth. But here's the thing that makes it so haunting. The town wasn't just washed away. The salt water almost acted like a preservative, encasing everything and freezing the moment of disaster in time. It's not just an abandoned place, it's a catastrophe, perfectly preserved.
So there you have it. 4 incredibly strange places, from a creepy bridge in Scotland to a drowned town in Argentina. Each one tells a totally different kind of story about the weird, forgotten corners of our world.
When you boil it down, you're left with these 4 unique flavors of weird. You've got the Overtoun Bridge, which is a total unresolved mystery. You have Bermega Island, which just feels deeply suspicious. The Amazon Viaduct is explained, but still bizarre. And Villa Epicoen? That's just purely tragic.
And really, that's the question that sticks with you. We've only looked at 4 places. It just makes you wonder, how many other strange, unexplained structures are out there? Hidden, forgotten, or maybe even erased, just waiting for someone to stumble upon their story.